Wrestling fans, are you ready for your main event of the evening? The main event was made earlier this evening as SIGMON said, hey, I'm not wrestling here in Rutledge. The last time I was here, I was arrested and carted off. Matchmaker Mac McMurray said, yes, you will wrestle, or you will not compete for the EWP Heavyweight Championship in that tournament on August the 19th. So fans, your main event is scheduled for one fall with a 45-minute time limit. Introducing first from Huffenhart, Germany, weighing 226 pounds, SIGMON. His opponent from the south side of Tokyo, weighing 228 pounds, this is the Blackaneese Assassin, MENACE. Main event time, Mac, right here at the Granger County Tomato Festival in Rutledge, Tennessee at the elementary school. We saw this made earlier in the evening as MENACE is facing SIGMON, and I don't know that if we could have finished this wrestling card any better of a way with these two guys right here.
No, this is going to be a rather evenly matched card. You got MENACE, you got the height, and the maybe the strength on SIGMON. But now SIGMON's already trying to cause some problems, trying to pull what's not there. MENACE is going to tolerate that so long, and then pretty soon he's going to make mincemeat out of SIGMON.
Let's remember that SIGMON is a former EWP heavyweight champion. MENACE has been a top contender to that championship since entering this East Tennessee's premier wrestling promotion with EWP. Side headlock now. I believe this is going to be a give and take match. Especially for the first few minutes. As you mentioned, both these guys very evenly matched.
SIGMON's going to have the advantage of being the shorter. MENACE is going to have the advantage of having those long arms and the height. So it's going to be rather interesting, I believe. Should be very evenly matched.
This is not the first time that these two individuals have faced one another. And fans, keep in mind that their series of matches a few months ago was widely regarded all across the internet as some of the best on the independent circuit. And the fans here in Rutledge at this benefit for Robbie Rich are in for a real treat. We got a test of strength here now, and I believe, well, MENACE kicks out of that and very agile going up to the top rope and flips him straight out.
SIGMON couldn't wait to get out of there because he was afraid he wasn't going to stop. He was going to end up in that third row ringside. Now he's going to be hot over that now.
Fans, at the end of this exclusive, I encourage you to go down and get your calendars, take them off the wall, and start going through the months and marking off the first and third Thursday nights of each month as EWP Pro Wrestling is in Morristown, Tennessee at the National Guard Armory, which is right beside of Russellville Elementary School, straight across the road from Pizza Plus. Tremendous action-packed cards in Morristown. Bell time is 8 p.m. The doors are opening at 7. Make sure you get there early as fans start lining up, Mac, around 6:30 or so they can get the best seats. That's the first and third Thursday nights in Morristown at the National Guard Armory. Big EWP action every month. Make sure you check us out.
With the exception of this next Thursday.
That is true. Jefferson County Fair.
August the 5th.
Big cards of action coming all across East Tennessee throughout the next couple of months. Make sure you check out the website, as we've mentioned, HerculesWrestlingPromotions.webs.com, to find out about our upcoming events. And a little spank there on the hind end lets SIGMON know, hey, I'm still here and I mean business.
It's kind of interesting when MENACE had hold of SIGMON there, watching SIGMON's expression. He was trying to counter him, and every time he countered him, MENACE would be half a step ahead of him, and SIGMON was really in a tight spot. That's why he went towards the ropes.
Shoulder tackle, and SIGMON once again jumps on that bicycle and says, hey, I need a little breather. Goes to the outside. Oh, wait a minute, he says, hey, he's going to get a chair. I thought he was going to go out the back door here.
He's really looking to get himself in trouble, I'm afraid, Michael.
Referee Steve-O now starting out that 10 count. SIGMON grabs that chair, sits down, takes a breather.
Well, what he forgets is while he's getting his breather, so's MENACE.
SIGMON got MENACE in a side headlock now, shoots him off, and a big shoulder tackle. MENACE is the one that goes down this time. And SIGMON says, how about that? Goes in now, leaps across, and a high hip toss. And SIGMON once again utilizing the outside there.
SIGMON's not having a very good evening, I'm afraid. It worries me with that chair out there. That chair doesn't belong inside that barrier.
Every time SIGMON gets some type of momentum in there, MENACE reverses it very, very quickly, and then SIGMON finds himself on the outside one more time.
Well, I say he's getting a breather outside, but so's MENACE.
Fans want to invite you to check out some of our sponsors that you can see the signs here in front of the ring while we kind of have a lull in the action. The Fret Store in Morristown, Curbs and More, and Letter Art Signs. Fans, these are some of the guys that help keep EWP coming to your towns, so make sure you check out some of the sponsors of EWP Pro Wrestling if you're in their area, and tell them that we sent you.
The referee's going to get a little tired of this nonsense. SIGMON's too good an athlete to play stupid with MENACE, and MENACE knows it.
All right, MENACE takes him over to a side headlock now. A referee in there checking. I don't think SIGMON is going to give up. What the referee's doing is checking to see if SIGMON's shoulders, both of those shoulders, goes down on that canvas. If he does, then we're going to start a pin count.
And I've seen it where a man will be laying with his shoulders down and not even realize it, and find out, gets himself counted out.
Kick straight out of the head scissors. MENACE and SIGMON, two of the top flight athletes right here in EWP Pro Wrestling, as SIGMON now resorting to a closed fist. Yeah. Referee says, hey, keep the fist open or use a forearm, one of the two.
Yeah.
It's action like this that you see each and every time EWP Pro Wrestling comes to your town, fans. I don't know that it gets any better than MENACE and SIGMON, that's for sure.
No, that's
like SIGMON or not, Mac, and we both really don't have a liking for him, but we cannot discount his maneuvers and his repertoire of holds that he has in the ring when he uses them. Right. As we just saw there, a rake across the back. There's no sense in that.
Well, he does these dumb things that just causes people to dislike him more, which he doesn't really care about that. But he's getting himself known. But he's an excellent athlete, and he's got a tremendous amount of moves, both counter and aggressive. See, MENACE, he stopped him right there. He had.
One thing that MENACE may have working to his credit is MENACE is very well rested over this past week. SIGMON has been on the road for the better part of the week, even though he's honing his craft in different areas. And talking to SIGMON earlier this evening, SIGMON very tired, said he'd been on the road way too much this week. That may work to MENACE's advantage. It will.
He's on his way home. I believe he's wrestling tomorrow night, but he said he had a couple of days off coming up this week. But he's trying to cut down his bookings a little bit, getting ready for the tournament.
That is true. That very coveted EWP Heavyweight Championship will be decided in September the 16th, I believe, if the correct date, in Morristown. At the big aerial birthday bash. All right, driving MENACE's head down into that turnbuckle now. We talked about those ropes earlier and that they're not going to cut you any slack. Think about that turnbuckle, a piece of steel. It's being covered up by a very small piece of padding. Makes the ring look very pleasing, but to be in there and feel it's a different story.
Yep, it definitely don't give when your head hits it.
Wasting some time there, came off with some chops, and then we had a strut, a very familiar strut, I believe, but now listen to the chops.
Yeah, MENACE got a tremendous chop. And that's some of that Oriental training he had.
Oh, a spin wheel kick there, and he caught SIGMON Mac right on top of the head.
He took a bad bump, though, too.
Referee slides in, 1-2. MENACE coming in very quickly, but my goodness, he got caught.
SIGMON set him up. Now, this is one of these things I tell you about, Michael, where he's up there showboating and MENACE is catching his breath.
SIGMON calling out to the crowd here in Rutledge at the elementary school. The crowd does not like him, that's for sure. But MENACE is in trouble as he came off those ropes at a high rate of speed. And my gosh, SIGMON caught him with an elbow right into the chin. He may have slipped and caught him in the throat, I don't know. But anyway, SIGMON flew to the other, MENACE flew to the other side of the ring.
That's one of those things that some people don't realize. The point of the elbow is an illegal move. Between the elbow and the shoulder is legal, but the point of the elbow and the point of the foot is not legal. Most referees don't call it. I'm guilty of that because it's a flagrant violation, but it's also one that sometimes can't be helped.
All right, SIGMON gearing up, and goodness, what a driving blow on the outside there. MENACE in a world of hurt. He's, over the past couple of minutes, I've seen him reach up to his right eye, and I know when SIGMON, he's got him covered 1-2. When SIGMON drove his head into this corner turnbuckle right over here on the left side of your screen, that MENACE started holding his eye, so I don't know if he's maybe damaged that eye just a little bit, but
it's a beautiful double drop kick.
SIGMON's certainly been working over the head and the upper extremities.
Best drop kick ever.
SIGMON says best drop kick ever. Brad Armstrong may have something to say about that, but hey, you cannot deny the effectiveness, and as of right now, as active in the wrestling world as SIGMON is, he may just hold that, the most impressive drop kick in the business.
Yeah, as long as he can do it, but he's going to find himself in trouble because he's been sitting there showboating.
Veering straight off that top rope, and look at that.
MENACE just sent him to center field.
Wow, flopping around like a fish out of water.
MENACE got hurt on that too a little bit.
SIGMON in a world of hurt as that back hit flush on that canvas there, fans.
I thought SIGMON was going to get a nosebleed. He really got some altitude.
Fans, there's nothing like seeing the action of EWP Pro Wrestling live. Make sure you check out the website and all of our live events. Make sure you come out early. Big driving clothesline. There again, that elbow coming into play this time for MENACE. Irish whip. Now we've got a reversal. Comes out with a big forearm to the top of the head. Now MENACE, for the first time in a few minutes, is gaining some momentum here. And the action fast and furious in your main event.
This is Menace is at his best when he gets wound up like this. Of course, when that happened, that's another story.
Tried a DDT there. Actually, I believe he slipped out of that, and I chalk that up to the slickness of the mask, the headgear there that Menace sports. But nonetheless, it was an effective maneuver as it's staggered and addled Menace. Whoa.
Yep.
Hard chop.
I felt that one.
That'll cause the blood to come to the surface.
That it will. And
maybe a superplex.
Well, SIGMON is countering that a little bit, so that's a very good move by SIGMON.
This is the...
See, SIGMON's up there. He's showboating now instead of doing what he should do.
Oh, driving headbutt, and he missed. Nobody home. Holding the nose, maybe chipped a tooth, and Menace drives him straight down, and wait a minute. Menace has got him hooked. This is a submission maneuver, and that's it. That is it.
Very good.
Wrestling fans, the winner of the match, Menace. What an impressive submission maneuver here from the Blackaneese Assassin Menace, as SIGMON just absolutely could not hold on anymore, fans. Mac, what an action-packed card we've seen from top to bottom, everything from Hercules to Trooper T to a lot of newcomers coming into the area.
I think Steve-O wants you.
SIGMON now, I believe, is calling for the microphone.
Rutledge, Tennessee, if you like great action like that and you want to see Menace again, make sure you tune in to my VLT every Sunday night at 11:30 to see EWP action and the Blackaneese Assassin Menace. Thank you very much. Here again.
Well, fans, SIGMON says, hey, I'm not coming back. Do you all care? All right, fans, on behalf of the staff of EWP Pro Wrestling, we want to thank you for coming out tonight and supporting this very special cause. We know that Robbie Rich greatly support. Thank you for your support. Remember, EWP Pro Wrestling is going to be at the Jefferson County Fair on Thursday night, August the 5th. Big time action at the fair, and then we're going to be back in Morristown on Thursday night, August the 19th at the National Guard Armory, which is right beside of Russellville Elementary School. Again, fans, we thank you very much for coming out. Be careful going home, drive safely, and we'll see you next time.